Que lo que Knicks fans? Welcome to episode 58 of Knicks fans Wildin'. See, we still got the Miami background. You feel me? I'm even letting the curls come out. The curls come out because we in Miami right now. We in the beach. I'm back there swimming right now, waiting for Game 3 Saturday. We're recording this show after the Knicks win Game 2 in a game where only a team, if you love the team, is the only way you can enjoy that win. It was a nasty gritty game. And the Knicks, there's a lot to talk about with the Knicks right now. We got to get into it right now. They're just doing a lot of stuff that playing down to the competition because Miami is definitely a notch lower. So let's get the gang in over here to talk about it, man. First off, we got to bring six man Zebo. Have you seen Emmanuel quickly, Zebo? Have you seen him? Because he's gone right now.
Bro, I have now he gone right now, bro. I ain't gonna lie, there's an APB for my boy. My boy's gone missing. We gonna have to see what's going on, bro. But I mean, regardless, though, rouse up, bro. We 1-1 right now. Could be worse, bro. Felt a little nostalgic, bro. So we saw my boy Melo yesterday cheering on. Saw my boy Stat. So now, yeah, bro. Morale is good right now.
Hey man, you only need 16 playoff wins to win it all, and the Knicks have five of them. Knicks have
That's a
five of
fact.
them things.
That,
So
that's a
you,
fact.
you you don't look back and say, hey, you remember that fifth loss? It was an ugly one. They don't take it away. It's still a five up there, and we just gotta lock in for game three. We gotta lock in for
That's a
game three because
fact.
there's a lot to talk about. But first, we gotta bring a Knicks fans Wildin' first. He's the plug, man. He has sources on the inside. You know, we don't want to give up any sources over here, but one of the most knowledgeable basketball guys I know. We talk sport Knicks all day, almost every day. Every morning I wake up to a text message, 8 a.m. How you felt? It doesn't matter if it was Knicks versus Hornets or Knicks versus, in the playoffs right here against the Heat. Always a how you felt. And it's my guy, man, Mike B in the building. Michael, welcome to Knicks Fans Line. Thank you for coming on the show.
What's
What's
good,
good,
bro?
guys, man? What's up, guys? Thank you for having me. Triple M, Zebo. It's a pleasure to be here with you guys tonight. I'm not as optimistic as Zebo was on his introduction over here. I was having anxiety last night being at the Garden. I was anxious from the beginning to the end. Me and Mario spoke about it this morning, and I was just like, man, I don't know how to feel about this one, man. I don't know, man. It's not looking good. But you know what?
Yo, listen, bro. We split. That's the
That's
biggest
right.
thing, bro.
That's
That's
what we
all I
needed.
wanted, bro. I mean,
Like like Triple M said, listen, 16 wins and we got five of them.
that's a
You got
fact.
you gotta look at the positive side of it as well.
Yeah.
And Randall played great. Barrett played good. I don't have no complaints, man. And I'm waiting, man. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for Saturday now because I want to take these two games in Miami, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So let's talk about game two. It was like I said, it was a nasty game. It was an ugly game that it's pretty scary, fellas, because look, let me tell you something. The Knicks had a great game from Julius Randle, 25 points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists. Jalen Brunson, 30 points, 11 and 19 from the field. RJ Barrett, he had a nice game, 26 points, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. We needed all that, and we still only won by 6 points. We still only won by 6 points, and our big three had a huge game. Not to mention Josh Hart flirting with a triple double, and the Miami Heat missing their best player. So I'm telling you, if I'm Miami, I feel good right now. Like we just beat Milwaukee, the number one seed out in the East. We took them out in 5 games, and now we just won a game at Madison Square Garden, and we lost another game without our best player. So I'm going down to Miami if I'm the Heat, and I'm feeling good. But this is the thing that is just Miami is not good, man. I mean, like the player personnel is just not good. I know Eric Spoelstra is a genius, and he's getting the most out of these players. But come on, you got Cody Zeller out there, some dude named Highway or something like that. No disrespect, he's an NBA player, but I just never, I never seen this guy before. And if you're the Knicks, when you can realistically go 9, 10 deep, you have to take advantage and you have to lock in. So Mike, I want you to go first, bro. What did you see from game two? How you felt for game two? You was actually at the Garden, so talk to us about the vibes there. And what do the Knicks need to do, man, to kind of right this ship?
So the vibes, that's a good question. I was there, and we spoke about it a little bit before. The Cavalier series, man, you could feel the building shaking when you were inside. Like you could feel the people inside. These past two games, I wasn't feeling that same energy that I was feeling in the series before that. That being said, just watching the game, I already went in with the mentality thinking, all right, look, Butler's not playing. We have Randall and Brunson playing, maybe not fully healthy, but they're playing, right? They're there. So we definitely got to win. And if it was up to me, I would have won by 30 because that's what I really thought should have happened. They should have won. They should have smacked the Heat
For sure.
because, they're playing with, like you said, who is Highsmith? Who is this guy? I didn't even know who he was when he was on. I was like, what is he doing here? Who is this? Vincent, this guy looking like Allen Iverson 2.0, hitting threes, crossing people over, coming off screens. The other guy, Martin, hitting a bunch of three-pointers. Kevin Love he didn't have much in the points if you look at the box score, but man, this guy had 6 rebounds. And it always seemed that the rebounds that he was getting were like the critical ones at that point. Right. And it wasn't, I felt like the Knicks really didn't wake up until the fourth quarter. It wasn't until the fourth quarter that you saw, okay, things are starting to click. I think that it was the last rotation that Tibbs put in there that had it was Hart, Brunson, Randall. I think they had Hartenstein at one point, and then when he got into foul trouble, they put in Mitch. And then I think they sat Barrett and they kept Grimes in for to finish the game, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
So they had this lineup out there that started working. They started clicking. Hart hit 2 big threes in the corner. And when it came down to that point, I was like, all right, they got the game. But then again, another 3-pointer towards the end, and MSG got quiet, bro. It was quiet because everybody was thinking like, oh boy, here we go again. They stuck it out. A win is a win. If it's by 1, if it's by 20, they got it. I'm happy they got it. But I can't say that when I left the game, I wasn't concerned. There was concern. There was a lot of concern, right? Because if you look at the box score here, right? Randall had 25, like you said. Brunson had 30. Hart had flirted with a triple-double, right? 11 rebounds, 14 points, 9 assists. Barrett had, 24 points, right? Toppin had 0, bro.
2 air ball.
0 points. 0 for 2 field goals at both threes, right?
2 air ball.
Quickly, bro, 6 points. This was our 6th man of the year, man. What's going on?
I've been looking for Quickly. Listen,
I've been looking for him since last year. Since last series.
We're not gonna win this playoffs without OB, Quickly, or Grimes. All 3 of them are ice cold right now.
Yeah,
I agree.
Nah, them OB air balls was crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, man, I usually expect 1 per game, but he had like 2. I was like, nah, man, these is not looking good right now.
Yeah, I mean, just harping on your point, Mike, you got to think about it as well. Like the Knicks got 2 very favorable calls from the officials. I mean, that was a goaltending. That was not a goaltending. The ball hit the rim on that Caleb Martin 3-point attempt. That it was what's his name? Game Vincent caught the rebound and made the layup, but they called it a goaltending. So instead of Miami being down 1, they were still down 3, and then the Knicks.
Oh, you talking about the shot? You talking about the shot clock? The shot clock violation?
Yeah, and then the Jalen Brunson 3 with the foul. That was bang bang. It could have gone either way.
Yeah, that was 50-50, bro.
Yeah.
That could. I mean, if
that's a favorable call that went New York way. You know, that's what I'm saying. Maybe in Miami, that call doesn't happen in Miami. Maybe the crowd factor or a lot of other factors. Home team be having a little leeway when it comes to calls. So you're concerned. You raise a good point. You're concerned, Zebo. I want to get your thoughts up here, man. How you feeling?
Yeah, bro. I mean, just to talk about the positives, like I mean, y'all talked about it, bro. I mean, Jalen Brunson that second half, he just turned it up because he was cold, like he was ice cold. I don't know. That must have been the Jalen Brunson shirt I had on yesterday first time. I was like, nah, something's wrong. Let me go ahead and take it off. And he just went turned it up the second half. I mean, listen, man. We gotta talk about it, bro. RJ Barrett, bro, stepped up once again, bro. He's
I know
been
that
he's re-
hurts
he's
you,
really been he's really been our catalyst. I can't even front, man. Like I'm looking at his last 3 games, 23 points on 50% shooting, bro. I honestly I thought I would never ever say that about RJ Barrett. And for him to be shooting the ball the way he is, making good decisions. Again, we can't expect him to be perfect, but man, he's hitting his open shots. And we did get a big game from Julius Randle, and that's the one. I
man.
guess that was my main positive, man, because he came out, man, and I thought he would, I thought he'd be a little rusty, just based off the time off, and man, he just got right into it, was super aggressive the whole game. Josh Hart flirting with a triple double, and shout out to my boy Isaiah Hartenstein, boy, man, bro, he stepped it up crazy for us, like man, just his defense, bro, his presence was really felt in the game, but. Um, morale is up, but I ain't gonna lie, bro. I mean, to
Morale is
me,
not up. Morale is not up. Morale
no,
is
no.
shaky.
I mean, bro, we got there 1-1, but just real quick, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I'm nervous, bro. I mean, listen, bro. Jimmy Butler's face says it. It said it all at the end of the game. Like as soon as I seen him smiling like that, I was like, yeah, like I was on a little bit of a high, but it just blew my because honestly, I
Oh,
felt the same way he did. Like he was there smiling, smirking, like if he was in this game, it probably could have gone way, way different. And so. Again, we split it 1-1, which is what we did because again, we all expected this to be a very long series, and so for it to go 1-1, that's all we needed. But I mean, again, this was without their best player, so
nah, you made a
we'll see what
great point
happens.
about Hartenstein, man. He saved our season. He saved our season for
Yeah,
real. Like from
yeah.
7 minutes to about 4 minutes when they subbed him out. I mean, the man was everywhere, getting offensive rebound, making floaters, uh, great pick and rolls. That Brunson three, like I mentioned, that was huge with about 6 minutes to go. So shout out to Isaiah Hartenstein. Thank you for saving the season because if we would have gone 0-2 down to Miami, I would have been crying right now. Probably would have
I'm
not even
saying,
been on this show. But fellas, we gotta bring up Don Juan. He is late to his own show. You believe that? How you late to your own show, bro? Yo, Don Juan, welcome to the building. You already
What's
know the
going
vibe.
on?
my guy was good,
Bring
bro.
the,
What's
the
good,
What's
bro?
squad
going on, fellas?
back,
What's going on,
It's
fellas?
good. It's
Had
good.
some low technical difficulties, but we're here. We made it work. Made it work, on site. But I overheard all y'all, man, all y'all points, man. I'm a little worried too, man. I'm a little worried too, especially being that out of all of us, I had it at Knicks in 5. So my prediction is getting tested right now. It's getting tested. Backs against the wall right now. But at the same time, going back to just this last game, I mean, it was a must win in general. You go down 0-1, you want to make sure you get that next win at home, and then you talk about a game that Jimmy Butler's out. Come on, man, we had to win it. But the fact that it was close, man, that's what's probably what has me the most worried. The fact that the Heat with their main man down, who's been willing the team to win, they managed to keep it close. And literally, if not until the last 5 minutes where we made a little run, and honestly, if not the last 2 minutes of the game where Jalen Brunson hit some clutch shots, that's when we actually took the lead. But besides that, I mean, it took a lot to beat that team. Granted, I mean, I knew this team was going to be a problem. I said I said Knicks in 5, but I also said every game was going to be a battle,
yeah.
considering that the Heat have a lot of counters to our what we do, which is crash the paint. And what they do, they got a lot of shooters. Granted, this season doesn't show, the numbers aren't there for what they did during the season, but you saw during that Buck series, man, these guys could shoot. They could shoot, man, and they got hot, and they are still hot clearly in with these last 2 games. So hopefully, Tibbs comes through and makes some adjustments. But nonetheless, we still got to keep it positive. At the end of the day, first game we didn't have Randall. Second game, y'all saw what Randall brought to the table, and having him there is a damn shame of the people that came out here and was like, what you mean we miss Randall? We barely won that game with Randall. It's like, yeah, but Randall at the end of the day, you see what he brought to the table, 25 double digit rebounds. What was he? I mean, he had 8 assists. Like the guy was
He
all
was
the,
hype
the
right
guy
now.
played a great game, man. Like we can't like ignore the fact that Randall has been a staple on our team, and day in and day out, he's actually balling out. So but kudos to him, man. And let's see, man. He looked good. He looked good just coming off of one week, maybe a little less of rest. So let's see, with these 4 days extra rest, what it could do to the whole team. Because even Jalen Brunson, he's been hurt too. So hopefully, he recovers all around. And man, let's see, man. I still got Knicks in 5. I'm not going back
Man,
on what I
win
said,
two
man.
in
I'm not going back.
Miami. Nah, you brave. Win two in Miami. All right, we'll see. We'll see. Zebo's loving that Julius Randle talk right there. Look at that. My
I
boy
mean, don't
was
get me
Nah,
wrong.
yeah, bro. Cause
He
I
was
mean, look,
he was
bro. I
talking
mean,
about
I'm hyped.
calm down, Zebo.
yeah, he was talking about RJ. And he found a quick way to just flip it about Randall. I'm like,
Yeah,
bro, come on,
exactly.
what
Right
happened?
away.
Yeah,
Right
come
away.
on.
I
Listen,
had
nigga.
to, bro, and especially now, because people was really talking about like replacing Randall with Obi, bro, and
All
Obi, bro.
right,
Listen, I
we're
still
not. Let's
listen, man.
lock
I
in
still love. Oh,
playoff talk.
listen, no, real quick, just on Obi, bro. Like obviously, bro, we need him to play. Like we need him to step up. Obviously, yesterday was not a good. It was not a good outing for my boy, but but that was literally that's a conversation we were having. Like, yo, should we be giving Obi more burn? And we see what happens. Like again, I think Obi's still gonna be a really good player, but he gets lost on defense. And like I said before, like these airball threes is just getting out of control now. So yeah, man. Man, shout out to Randall, bro. For real. Stepped up.
I got the shout out to Randall. I got the Tibbs hat right here, fella. I'm gonna pass it around right
Oh
here.
man.
I want you guys, if you was Tom Thibodeau, what's one adjustment you'll do? Mike, I'm gonna throw it to you first. What's one adjustment, Coach Tibbs?
Bro, close out on threes. Close out on threes, man. I there were so many wide open threes yesterday, and I get it. The Heat have really good ball movement, and I think that I personally I feel they move the ball better when Jimmy Butler's not there,
They
right?
do.
And these guys have played a lot of games together. Jimmy Butler missed a lot of games this season, bro. I think he only played like 60 or 64 games, something like that this season. He didn't play that many games, so it's at least 20 games that a lot of these guys played with each other during the year. So they know each other, they know their spots. They pass the ball really well. And I know the Knicks aren't great, especially closing out on the 3-point line and playing 3-point defense. But man, they got to do better than that, bro. They need to watch a bunch of film in the next 4 days and just see how they could get better. Because I'm thinking, all right, yo, Quickly's coming in, clamps, complete opposite.
Yeah.
Other guys come in. I don't know. Everybody. I'm not gonna blame the refs. I don't blame the refs. That's not who I am. I'm not that guy. The stats will show you that it's not. It's pretty evenly called. But there's a lot of illegal screens going on, bro, to get people wide open, man. And like, I know Twitter was going crazy, showing all these pictures for the day after on Monday. I remember just seeing a bunch of pictures of Bam, illegally screening people, and Kevin Love doing the same thing. The Knicks got to just get through that, bro. Do something about that because they're getting killed on the 3-point line.
No,
So if
they're
I'm
getting.
Tom, that's what they need to do. Watch a bunch of video on how to close out on threes.
Yeah, look, if I'm Tom, I have a little counter of your point. I feel like they're being way too aggressive in their closeouts. Where it's like if Kyle Lowry has the ball, I mean, you don't gotta go all up in Kyle Lowry. I mean, put your hand up and defend Kyle Lowry, but they too aggressive on the closeout. Now Kyle Lowry's breaking down the defense, and now you're scrambling everywhere. You know what I mean? So they're just, I don't know, because it's weird because the Knicks haven't been like that all year. So I think it's like a kind of maybe playoffs. These guys have their jitters going and stuff like that. But they're just being way too aggressive in their closeout, and it's leading to these threes. Like you look at this Miami team, you don't need to close out so crazy on Kyle. Gabe Vincent, I'll give you that. Gabe Vincent, he's been shooting, but That too, like Gabe Vincent shouldn't be blowing by you with one dribble, two dribbles. Like he's not that guy. So for the Knicks, if I'm Tom Thibodeau, I'm telling our players to relax. Just relax a little bit on the closeout. We'll be fine. Trust the defense, man. This defense, we saw it in the Cleveland series with way better players and Garland and Mitchell out there on the top of the key. We can contain them. And also make your free throws. I hope that they're shooting free throws. We missed 15 free throws in game one and game two. You're just not gonna win games like that. Just not gonna. It's NBA playoffs. It's the second round, fellas. This is the second round. Lock in, lock in. That's what I'm telling the team. Lock in right now. I gotta take the tips hat off because I'm gonna start screaming. I'm gonna start losing my voice. Man. Zebo, what about you? What adjustments you think we gotta make?
Yeah, I think for us, we have to find a way to limit these threes because the thing, yeah, I mean, essentially what y'all was both talking about. Because honestly, bro, Miami's game plan is they know they're not that good from three. Like they know they can't really shoot, but their mindset is, you know what? We take enough of these threes. Eventually, we're gonna end up making them because they're hot, bro. I mean, obviously, bro, they shoot at a very low percentage, but they shoot at a very high volume. And where does that come from? Second chance points and things of that nature. So I definitely want to see. I definitely want to, I do want tips to kind of switch it, to switch it up on defense where we're not giving up so many second chance points because that's honestly where these threes are coming from. Because once they get the offensive rebound, bro, once they start out hustling us, that's when the threes start opening up. And so, yeah, I would definitely try to see if there's, any type of rotation, any type of switches they can go ahead and do to limit these threes because that's honestly the only way they're beating us. So,
They're
yeah,
on a
no,
heater
definitely with
right
that.
now. They're definitely on a
Yeah.
heater. They shot 46% in that first round, and they're doing pretty good this round.
And
Like
that's yeah, bro. And I think the attempts, I think in one game, bro, they shot the most threes. I think I'm not sure in playoff or in playoff or in a game in general, but yeah, bro. I mean, they're just gonna shoot. They're gonna
it
shoot it
just
at a
seems like
super, super high
Miami,
volume.
they're hitting everything. Like Miami is literally hitting everything. Like we was in the park yesterday, me and Zebo, and some guy caught the ball, our ball right there. He caught the ball, shot it backwards, and made it. I mean, I feel like that's what Miami's doing. I mean, they're just
Nah,
shooting
legit.
Yeah,
and
bro.
they're
Let me tell you
making
something.
everything, and it's tough. Like sometimes you play some good D, and they make the
And
shot.
they still
And
make
it
it. That's a
and
heartbreaker.
it and it's crazy because they don't really shoot two. Like now that I really think about it, they don't shoot twos at all. Like it's mostly just a kick. Like it's mostly them pump faking. They'll drive it inside, but they're looking for the open man in three. So
That's the
they
only
just
way
have
they
to
could
figure
beat
out
us.
this.
That's the only
Yeah.
way they could, because Bam is scared to score. Bam, he just can't do anything right now.
For
Bro,
real.
Right.
Gabe Vincent is making me question why this guy wasn't drafted. And that's crazy to me. Like,
Yeah.
how was this guy not drafted? But last two games, 20 points, 5 assists. I mean, he had 21 yesterday, 20 game one, I think it was. Both games he had, five. Like, why was this guy not drafted? I mean, he's killing the Knicks. Like, I don't know what are they doing over there, but he is really making me question the fact that, like, I'm like, yo, this guy's killing us. Who
Yeah.
is he and why was he not drafted? Like, what is going on?
That development
Yeah,
in
nah, he's
Miami
good,
is
man. That's Miami for you. That heat culture. They
for
they
sure.
know what they're doing down there. Obviously he's the one that stands out the most. But I'm not surprised with Vincent. At least he had a crazy game earlier this season too against the Knicks. I think he dropped like 29 on Brunson, and Brunson had no answer for him. But he was right there closing out and all that. And he was hitting over him. But in regards to adjustments, I would like to see. I mean, obviously, I would say close out on those threes because those threes are killing us. But I mean, it's Tibbs. Tibbs, his play style isn't really too. Is more to jam pack the paint. We've been doing better based on the players that we got on the court that we can close out because the players can. Whether it's Josh Hart was quick on the weak side, like they've been closing out. But I do think that you know the bench has been looking weak. The
Hmm.
bench has been looking weak. I
Sure.
do think that we have to make an adjustment with the starting lineup, maybe even put Josh Hart back on the bench. I'm not saying, flip the closing lineup, but I do think with Quentin Grimes clearly looking that he could play over 25 minutes. He played 26 last game. First game, it was maybe we don't want to rush him back. But now that we at least could see that he could get on the court, Get him back in the starting lineup. He's a capable defender that can stay in front of Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler, at the end of the day, is going to score on whoever. But at least we need a catalyst on our bench, and I think Josh Hart is just that. I mean, we've seen what he did all year coming off the bench. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Obviously, Quinn Grimes hit the bench or was hurt. My fault. He was hurt, and we were 4-1, I think, since his injury. But I do think that the Cavs was a broken team. I think we just crushed their soul, and they had nothing to show for. So we can't really base our we can. I mean, we can, but we really can't because also Craig Grimes wasn't on the court, so it was a whole different rotation that was being played on the court at the time as well. But I do think an adjustment to the starting lineup, like I said, bring Grimes back, Josh Hart back to the bench. But like I said, I'm not changing that closing rotation. I want Josh Hart out there closing, but also getting the most minutes on the court than Grimes. But we also need, bro, we need Grimes. We need Grimes' shooting.
No, we
Grimes'
do.
shooting is needed right now, and I think he shot like 36% during the year. Granted, a little low, but at the same time, he's a guy that can get hot. I mean, he's also killed the Heat during the season plenty of times because the Heat as well, they they don't have that much talent, especially on the defensive end. They play good team defense, but if we could pass the ball around, get them moving, just like they've been having us looking like fools on defense. I feel like if we could do that, move the ball around, get people open. Grimes, like I said, he could get hot. He's another guy that could get you 3-4 threes in the game. Why not go to that was working during the season. So hopefully Tibbs implements that, because at the same time, man, that bench is looking weak. IQ
No, it is.
still struggling. you know iHeart did his thing, but at the same time he's not balling out on the offensive end. Everything he's getting is off a hustle. And then Grimes off the bench isn't isn't gonna do anything. I feel like you take a little bit of the pressure off of him when he's playing with a guy like Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle, where he's just limited to just more of a spot up 3-point shooter that can put the ball on the floor if need be. But I don't think Josh Hart is also putting like from the 3-point line. He's not putting any fear in anybody either. So I think if we
Hey,
could
he
get
hit
Grimes
two
out there,
threes. Respect Josh Hart. He hit 2 threes, 2
he
clutch
did.
threes.
He
He
did.
the
And
two
don't get me
clutch
wrong,
threes
bro.
on us.
Percentage wise, they are pretty close. They are pretty close. But
Wow.
also, you got to consider Josh Hart was coming from shooting two threes a game compared to Quentin Grimes, who was shooting 4 to 5 a game. So it's also that too. So let's see. I hope to see that adjustment. I don't know if you guys agree, but I would hope to see that.
Nah,
No,
bro.
yeah,
Nah, I
I
agree.
agree 100% with that one. I think that we need to bring Grimes back because we're struggling shooting from three, even though game two was our best shooting. But this whole playoffs, we need that Grimes who ended the season on a heater.
For
I mean,
real.
that was a different shooting close to 50% from the three. We need that Grimes back. But look, we looked at game two, the recap. We talked about little adjustments. So I want to get y'all 1 through 10, man. How y'all feeling on the fear meter? The fear meter right here. Series number 2, Knicks Heat. How are you feeling, Mike? I've been starting with you all day. I'm gonna keep starting with you. Where is your panic meter right now? 1 through 10.
I don't want to be the Debbie Downer here, bro, but I'm gonna tell you right now that this morning when I woke up, I was about like at a fear, and 10 being the most fearful of what's gonna happen bad. I was probably like an 8 or a 9,
Mm.
right?
Oh, he's
Because
scared. He's
bro,
scared.
I would, yo, you listen at the game you watching that, bro. The Heat could have easily won yesterday, bro. Our whole tone would have been way different this evening,
Yeah.
right now, when we're talking. It's like I said, a win is a win. If it's by 1 or by 20, I keep saying that. But to think that our big three, Randall, Brunson, Barrett, all did great, right? I think we could all agree they did good, right?
Very good.
Especially Randall, right? You didn't expect that off, coming off the injury, right? And then you have Hart almost having a triple double. In my mind, I'm thinking if I didn't watch the game and I'm just watching the box score, I would say, yo, we definitely blew them out because
And
Butler
Jimmy
wasn't
was out.
playing. Yeah, Butler wasn't playing. Oh, we killed. But when you look, bro, even with that, we I mean, like we barely won. Like it wasn't like we like blew them out. It was kind of close to the last minute or two, right?
Mhm.
And it was very stressful. I was like, damn, bro, like what do we have to do? And I agree with Don Juan in the sense that, yeah, listen, maybe make that lineup change. Maybe Hart going back into the bench is going to help quickly, right? Because they've already been building this chemistry all along, coming off the bench, that maybe will get quickly going. And that's what I'm hoping for, right? Because that's really going to be the difference here. You add Butler back in, fine. You'll have somebody who's not going to have the movement's not going to go crazy. But right now, after thinking about it, I'm hoping the Knicks could take at least one. I'm hoping to take both, bro. I'm with them. I'm hoping to take both. I want them. I think they're gonna get this game on Saturday. I think they're gonna get this game on Saturday. I'm just hoping that the game on Monday they take it as well. But if we come out 1-1, I'm fine. Right now, panic meter. After thinking about it, reading some articles, and really looking at the stats, I'm a 5 right now, bro.
Oh, three. He fell down three. You see the
Yeah.
power of listening to shows and reading articles. He fell a whole 3 meters down. And he was
Social
at
media
9.
helped me ease the anxiety, bro.
He
That's
was
what it
about to jump
was.
out the window, or he was down there already at 9, and now he came back up to the second floor and is chilling. All right, that's respectable right there. 5. For me, I would say, listen, I would say like you just mentioned, man, we had a great game from everybody. Um, and we got some help from the officials too. I'm jacking that for real, because that was not a shot clock violation. That was a huge difference in the game, and that JB 4-point play, that was questionable too. So all that plus great games from our big three, and no Jimmy. I'm still at a 4 because I just don't believe in Miami, man. I just do not believe in these guys doing this for 4 straight games. I can't see it. I really can't see them doing it for 4 straight games. And I think the Knicks would adjust. And we've been a great road team this year. I mean, we don't talk about that. We've been a great road team this year. And we're going to MSG South. Knicks fans are taking over. Whatever the arena's called now, they've changed it so many times in the last 2 years. Is it even crypto anymore? I don't even know. Crypto
No.
law. What is it now? I don't know what's the name
It's
of the
some
arena.
weird name. I think it's Kayeska or something like that, or
Yeah.
Look at that,
something like
man.
that.
Whatever it is, Knicks fans is taking it over. So I know I thought we was gonna spank them. I thought it was gonna be a sweep. Now I know it's gonna be a series. It might take a little while, but I'm still at a 4 because I think the Knicks, they will adjust. They will adjust. This team's had their back against the wall all year, and they always push through.
Facts.
And listen, we all forgetting that this is kind of house money with the Knicks. I mean, we're in the second round right now. This is still gonna be a great season no matter where it is. So this is house money for me. I'm chilling. I'm chilling. I'm in the beach right now. Look, I'm in the beach right now. I'm chilling right now down there, looking for the cigar guy to come down. See, but where's your meter at?
Bro, I'm at a 3 right now. I'm
3.
not
Oh,
gonna lie, bro.
everybody
I'm
chilling.
not.
Ew.
I'm really not. I'm
3.
really not. I'm really not nervous, bro. Cause
Oh,
listen, bro. We talk about. Cause listen, bro. We talk about. We talk about that our stars obviously had a good game, but you know who didn't have our good. You know who didn't have a good game? Literally the guys that have been carrying us, that carried us during the Cleveland series, and that carried us during the season, bro. Our role players, bro. I just honestly, I believe that quickly. Josh Hart, R.J. Barrett, Isaiah Hartenstein, Obi Toppin. I believe our role players are just way better than Miami's. And honestly, Miami's role players, bro. The only reason they've been in this position, Miami, is because their role players played good. So again, we have to think about that. We also have to think about, yeah, Jimmy Butler wasn't there for game 2, but Julius Randle wasn't there for game 1, bro. And we almost had that
okay.
game. And we almost had that game too.
And
So come
the
on,
refs
bro.
weren't on our side that
And the
night.
rest, exactly, bro.
It
So come
always got
on,
to be
bro.
a
It had to.
Randall spin with Zebo, though. It just
It
got to
had
be.
to, bro. Bro, am I being? But I'm being honest, bro.
Oh,
Come
you
on,
are.
man.
You are.
Julius Randle legit was not. He was not there, bro. And we almost had that game. So,
Yeah.
and I
This is
just
what we're
really
going to look
believe
at.
our. Yeah, man, and I just firmly believe that our role players are just way better than Miami's, bro. And listen, I mean, quickly he and again, you spoke about it too, Triple M, at the beginning of the show. Quickly has not had a great series, bro. And this is literally the guy that was supposed to be the sixth man of the year. Like this is a 15 per game scorer that we've been missing. So and Matt, bro, and all we need is one game for him to start getting hot. So again, a very productive quickly game. Come on, we can definitely split this series in Miami, and so yeah, I'm at a three right now because again, our role players they've been hustling. Like I love the effort that they have been giving, but we still haven't seen that. We still haven't seen that great game from our role players yet, and I think it's gonna come this series. So yeah, I'm at a three.
All right. I'm shocked. Three is chilling right now.
Hey,
I
I'm
wish I
having a
was
come
little
there.
on, bro,
fear.
I'm chilling, bro. Especially right
I,
now, getting 1-1. Yeah, I'm
He's
chilling.
chilling. He's chilling.
I don't know,
Yeah.
man, but that's Zebo for you, man. That shout out to Zebo.
Damn, man. I mean, 3, 4, 5. You know, we I mean,
Come
it's
on.
levels of chilling that we got there, right? I'm gonna say
Yeah.
I'm in four. Yesterday I was a little worried, like all of us. I'm pretty sure what was,
You read some articles too.
but honestly, it was more about realization. Like, look, man, Julius just came back. We also wasn't expecting to play the Heat without Jimmy Butler. I mean, Jimmy Butler was on a New York City tour the day what was that, Monday, walking around. I mean, I thought he was coming back. It seemed like he was coming back. They didn't announce it until maybe like 5 o'clock. So I'm pretty sure they were planning for Jimmy Butler the whole time. And then to kind of just pull that rug under from them, it's you completely throw a wrench in the whole thing, in the whole game plan. So I think that Knicks just got caught off guard at the end of the day. Those guys are NBA players, and they did their thing. The Knicks, yes, that was our best game offensively, but that wasn't our best game defensively. So I think that if we put all that together, especially with Randall on the floor, I feel like our team was when we played best defense is with Randall on the floor. And now that Randall's on the floor, I think that just is just gonna change the whole dynamic of our team. Yes, we were able to close out against Cleveland with Obi Toppin, and it looked good. Yes, it was convincing. But like I said, that was a team that was broken. Right now is the Heat. This is a well-coached team. These guys, they about their X's and O's, and when they run a play, they're running it to the T. So we have to make sure that whether we're switching or closing out plays, like we have to be on point. But I think Tibbs is that guy that he'll be able to adjust and make the right moves. Obviously the ball's
It's
on
a
his court,
just. I don't know, man.
but at the same time, we got a full, complete, healthy team right now. So I have nothing to worry. I'm going into the series. I said in 5 because I was really confident that the Knicks are not just better, a lot better than this Heat team. It's just Jimmy Butler could will a team to clearly a victory over the Bucks, but there was exceptions. There's context behind that. That Giannis was hurt. Giannis also said that they overlooked that team, and the Heat is a team that we can't overlook. And I don't think Tibbs is overlooking that team either. So I think Tibbs is gonna come with the game plan for Saturday. We gonna that's a statement game right there, and hopefully that statement crushes their souls, and we break another team's heart where we could just win the next 4 and sit back, relax, and let the Boston Celtics Sixers series unfold in 7, maybe even 8 if they could push it. But hopefully, we get a wounded, tired team at the end of the road.
Yeah, we got to lock in on Miami and let these two teams duke it out there on the other side right here in the East. So yeah, so it looks like we chilling here on Knicks Fans Balling. It's gonna be a real interesting show next week to see what's the move gonna be like. After everybody's straight
Yeah.
chilling right
I want to
now.
hear everybody's panic meter next week.
Yeah, right.
Nah,
Next week's
RJ,
panic
I
meter might
know.
be at a 20.
I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. I mean, RJ got my panic meter down too, bro. RJ been calming me down crazy, so that's the other reason too. I'm like, yo, if RJ's gonna be shooting like this, then man, yeah, I'm chilling, I'm good.
Yeah, big Tibbs sitting RJ would have been a big deal if we would have not pulled out.
Seriously.
So Tibbs saved himself a lot of New York slander. But yeah, before we get up out of here, man, I wanted to ask you guys one thing. Lately, the celebrations outside the garden, first of all, I gotta apologize because I feel like I started it. I was the first one out there making the viral video, and then everybody wanted to follow suit. So I apologize to people who don't like it. But on a serious note, it's been fuck Trey Young. Kevin Durant jersey was about to get burnt yesterday, and then it was like FKD, and it seems like these celebrations are getting too much. There was a wild dude jumping on like a light bulb the other day. Crazy. They calling him Zesty Drake on TikTok right now. I don't know who that is. I really don't know who that is, but it's been getting crazy. But I want to ask you guys: do you see it getting too much? Like, do you see a problem with it, Mike? How you feeling about this?
Um, I think the Trey Young stuff that's dead to me, bro. Like, we're not even playing Trey Young. Why are we bringing him up? And I hate the fact that it always comes up in like ESPN and media, like, oh, Trey Young lives rent free in New York Knicks fans' heads. Of course he does, because we keep saying Trey Young every single time, even when we're not playing him. So to me, it's like, all right, enough. It's annoying. We're not playing him. They're out of the playoffs at this point. So why do we even care about him, right? The celebration after a game, I mean, everybody's entitled to celebrate if they want, go crazy, enjoy. But I wish I could say this more often, but like, sometimes we got to act like we've been there because we're New York, but we haven't, right? We haven't been there. So for us, it's, every game means something, because it's like, 10 years in between, playoff runs, and then 20 years, if you think about the full spectrum of it, it's like, that's a crazy long time for a city that loves basketball so much, right? So, of course, being passionate is great. I just don't get the chance. The Trey Young chance I could do without. Everything else, people want to wild out in the streets and go crazy and celebrate after a win. Go ahead, bro. Like, have at it. I'll tell you right now, the police are stopping that as soon as, half hour after the game is over now. So, like, you could do that, go crazy in the front on 7th Ave, but the police are already waiting for everybody when they coming out and telling you to keep going to the train. So that whole celebration ain't gonna last too long when they win, unless they win a championship. So,
oh no, we shutting down the city. We shutting down the city.
I won't. I already told my job, like, listen, if the Knicks ever win a championship, right, I'm off for a week. Yeah, you're not gonna see me. You're not hearing me. My wife even knows, like, you're not gonna see me. I'm in the city. Y'all better be put a little Apple tag on me to figure out where I'm at, because I'm gonna be gone. Like, y'all will not find me if the Knicks win a championship. So, I mean, as far as it goes, like, enjoy, have fun. Just, I think the Trey Young chant should be put to rest already. We're not playing him. We're not. He's out of the playoffs. Let's just give that one up. And the Kevin Durant burning one.
Kevin Durant.
Yeah, like, why are we burning his jersey, bro? Like, it makes no sense at this point.
Yeah, it's just, that's the social media age, fellas. We in the social media age, and it is what it is. Clout is one hell of a drug. We know that. But Don Juan, what you thinking about these post game extracurricular activities outside of MSG?
It was fun in the first round. We was out there wilding out. But I think that now in the second round, it's a little more serious.
Yeah.
Granted,
I said that.
You want to celebrate, of course. I'm not saying walk out and just head home. Don't even frown on your face. Like, nah, enjoy the moment. But I just think that we haven't won nothing yet. The job isn't done. And I feel like the players themselves also feel that way. Like, look, we celebrated, but the job ain't done. I feel like the fan base should be a reflection to our team. It's a team that's hungry. It's a team that's on a mission. And we on a mission too. Like, realistically, as a fan base, change the narrative. We've been dragged through the mud for so long with all these narratives being the butt of the joke, that we shouldn't be pretty much tearing down the city when we just made it to the second round. Granted, you could march to an avenue. Hey, let's go Knicks. But 30 minutes, yeah, like you said, Mike, 30 minutes. I think that's good enough. I think we should be able to go home in peace and not go crazy, start burning jerseys down and or have somebody climbing a light pole. Like that's pretty dangerous. Now you might harm yourself because you're probably blacked out, shit faced, and you wake up, you might be in the hospital with a broken neck because the Knicks made it to the second round. If your team won the Super Bowl or championship or whatever the case may be, the championship or whatever sport, and you broke your neck, you might justify like, well, you know what, it was a good time. But if you break your neck in the second round or for winning game two, like, all right, relax now. But still, I would agree with most of the fan base. They want to celebrate, but come on now, there's a limit to celebration. And then to mention Trey Young thing was 2 years ago. Why are we still talking about Trey Young? Why? And KD, I mean, granted, that was a few years back. He chose Brooklyn. Oh, you're gonna regret because you didn't pick the Knicks. That was cool. That's still funny. That that guy went back on the scene the other day, and that was hilarious. But I mean, why are we still talking about KD? KD's in Phoenix right now, battling his own battles. Like, come on now, let's move on from that. Let's talk about the great players that we got on our team. Whoever didn't sign up. That's it. Let's move on to the next one. Let's keep it short and simple and make it to the next round. We make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, make it to the finals. Then we go crazy. But we still in the second round, man. Last time we made it to the second round, we won what, 2 games?
Yeah.
So what? After we win 2 games, that's it. We won the third game. That's it. That's our final championship. Nah, man, we gotta I know it's hard to say it, but we do have to kind of like act like we've been here still to a certain extent because it's embarrassing when we know what this team is capable of. And right now, from what I've seen, at least it's the Eastern Conference Finals appearance because this Heat team is not that good. If
Damn.
we
No.
beating the Sixers, game one, I might celebrate a little harder. But this Heat team right now, come on, man.
Don Juan, he gave you like a upset dad kind of stern, like, man, have fun, but come on, man, you know better than to be going up that light bulb and jumping up there on the lights up there.
Bro, those light poles down there in downtown, man, those aren't a regular light pole, man. Those go
those
pretty
are
high.
those are pretty high. Yeah, I agree with you. Listen, man, for me, I soak it in. I love it. I love it. I love being out there. Me and Mike, our boy out there, he be having the gorilla suit. He be having the big flag out there, the big Knicks flag, and it be
Yo,
waving.
shout out to Charlie, bro.
Shout out to Charlie. He be waving that flag and the gorilla suit and everything. It just gets me hyped. So I soak it in. I have no issues with it. Listen, the F Trey Young, the FKD, and all this other stuff. I just attribute it to ESPN and these other big things because that's what they're looking for. I mean, these guys, when you see side talk outside, you see a mob of people trying to run and do whatever dumb stuff
Yeah.
that they could do to get on those platforms, and I just attribute it to that. So when you see these guys, when you see these videos come up, you see it's a bunch of kids. You still doing that. I feel like the older generation, we've been past the Trey Young, we've been past the other things. So, but I don't. When I see it online, it's a good laugh, man. It's a good laugh with the 30-second IG videos, 15 seconds on TikTok, or whatever you see on Twitter. But it is what it is for me. I love this stuff. Yeah, I know I love this stuff, man. I love being out there.
Yo, I'm just laughing, bro, because you talk about little kids trying to stand out, bro. It was you out there trying to stand out too, bro. What you talking about?
Hey,
What
man.
you talking about? As soon as I told you there was a mosh pit, you was like, "Oh, nah, I'm in there. It's a wrap." And I was like, "Nah, I'm in there." What you talking about?
It's like
Like you out there trying to get
it's like
airtime
Don Juan
too.
said, you blacked out. You blacked out. You blacked out. You don't know what happens out there. You don't know what happens out there.
Oh man.
The tequila be flowing. But Zebo, I want to get your thoughts briefly, man. How you feeling? Zebo,
Bro, I got
Zebo is the
nah.
starter. He be starting the
I'll
match.
be I'll be starting. Bro, I have zero problems with the celebrations, bro. Listen, bro, I have not been here. This is the first time I'm experiencing this, especially in New York, bro. Because 2013, bro, people, we was in college, bro, so it was a little harder, bro. I'm enjoying it
That's
right
a
now. I'm
fact.
not gonna lie, I love the celebrations, bro. Triple M, if you want to go ahead and go up that light pole, bro, you wanna go ahead and stomp around, do your thing, bro. Go, yo, do your thing, King. I ain't stopping you, bro. Like I'm not stopping nobody who wants to go ahead and celebrate this, bro. We have not been here. The team is playing well, bro. Listen, man. Do what y'all want to do. Like this is, and we New Yorkers, bro. Like we just gonna stand out, bro. It's honestly, it's the people outside that really want to criticize it. Like I feel like people within New York, bro, like really love this, like really loves this shit. So I really have no problem with it. But also, bro, as New Yorkers, bro, we also are very good at, we also are very good at like calling out like corny shit. And like the fuck Trey Young is pretty corny. Like that's it. It's done with. He's not even here no more. They're burning the KD jerseys. That's pretty corny too. I mean, because honestly, bro, Brooklyn wasn't even that big of a rivalry. Like I don't really think that much. I don't really think. Honestly, even when the Nets were better, bro, people wasn't still even thinking about Brooklyn like that. So, I mean, bro, again, the celebrations, bro, cool. Some of the other extra like stuff from like 3, 4 years ago is corny. Like I'm off that already.
Maybe we could start a fuck Jimmy Butler chant. Maybe that
Like,
could
we
help.
can do
That
some.
would make more
Yeah,
sense.
come on. We gotta do
That's
some
the foe in
Miami
front of
chant.
us. You talking about
Exactly.
somebody that
That
is
sounds a
in
little harder to
Cancun right
say.
now,
It
chilling,
doesn't
getting
flow.
tan. Like,
That's
come
a
So
on,
fact.
man.
me and
Yo,
Zebo
every
gonna
single
be
time I watch
bothered.
those videos, my bad. Every single time I watch those videos, I'm like, are people laughing at us? Or are they enjoying what's going on with us? Because
Nah, bro, they
I don't
enjoying
get
it,
it.
bro. I ain't gonna
You
lie.
think, bro? You think
I
ESPN?
don't
You
think
think when
I
they show the
really.
ESPN, people are like,
Oh, not, oh,
ha
not,
ha
oh,
ha,
not
look at
them.
those
No,
Knicks
not people
fans,
like them.
bro.
Oh, not them. Yeah, not them. They criticizing, but I mean, like I said, bro, like
Yeah.
that's just them from the outside, not really. Again, bro, and these are people that are not necessarily loyal fans to no team. Like I'll be honest, bro. I think Knicks fans are the best fan base in the world, bro. And a lot of people
I'm
say the
feeling
same thing
biased.
too. So,
Look,
so I
I do think ESPN is putting it up there in a way to
to not to
embarrass the
clown, to
fan
clown.
base for sure.
Yeah,
That's not
100%.
no. They're definitely out there to get people laughing at us, but at the same time, I mean, you can't blame us. Even though the Kings that
exactly,
have been starving for a playoff appearance, their fans weren't. I mean, we don't know because the cameras ain't rolling out there. They're rolling in New York City though, because they at the end of the day, we got one of the biggest fan bases in the world, and when you got people coming out the stadium, you got probably maybe half of the people that are in the stadium around the stadium just waiting for people to come out too, just as much. Like I feel like it's just a mix of people that you can't really help. It can't like you can't really help but turn into a whole chaotic scene for at least like 20, 30 minutes just because there's so much people down there. Considering, there's also people that work around the area that are walking back and forth, cops, cars. Like it's really hectic out there. I mean, I thought I was gonna get crashed by a car. I was standing in the road in the middle of the road celebrating against the Cavs. Like it is pretty wild. But
yeah.
hey, you know
And I'm
me. I guess I'm more, of an old soul.
Yeah,
Man.
you
I
are.
don't
You
want to
are.
see you
You
get
are.
hurt.
You and Mike are gonna be waiting like that, the 30-minute timer while me and Zebo in the mosh pit going crazy. You and
Like, all
Mike
right,
are
guys,
Bro,
let's wrap it
crazy.
up. All right, let's go
yeah,
home.
brain is
30
empty.
minutes, all right? Hurry up. Let's go. You had your celebration.
Yeah, man.
Yo, man, y'all too much, but yeah, man. Mike, get us up out of here. Give us some final thoughts, man. Anything you want the people to know.
Listen, man, I appreciate you guys having me on. Triple M, Don Juan, Zebo. This has been a great experience to be here with you guys. Listen, I love the Knicks. They have given me a heart attack since I was a kid. And something you said actually really resonated with me today. The fact that, bro, everything that we have right now, this is just extra. We were not expecting any of this. So the fact that, you put that into perspective, I'm just gonna enjoy the ride, bro. Listen, anxiety level is probably dropping down to a 3. I'm with Zebo at this point. Listen, let it be what it be. Let's go. Let's get these 2 wins in Miami. Let's come back and let's win at home next Wednesday, bro. That's what I want.
Let's
Say that.
go.
Say
Let's
that. Don't
Let's
go.
what
get
you
it.
gotta say to
I
get
love
about
that.
it.
I love that, man. Let's get it. We gotta talk about it, man. We gotta talk about it so it could be about it, man. Make this come to fruition. But now this Don Juan signing out. I had a little technical difficulties, but we made it work and we made it here, making it to Paris, man. But game 3, where is it? Yeah, game 3 around the corner. I mean, not even the corner. It feels like it's a whole week till we get there, man.
Yeah.
But let's hope that our guys rest up. Hopefully, don't get too distracted out in Miami because Miami, man, it gets a little crazy out there.
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully, I'm gonna cook up a little something these next few days on FanDuel. Hopefully, we get enough to get a flight, maybe even a ticket to the game, man. You never know, man. You see Don Juan in the streets in Miami. I might be saying fuck Trey Young out there. I don't know, man. You never know, man. You never know.
30
But
minutes.
nah, man, it's
30
Don
minutes.
Juan, man. Hopefully, it's Knicks in 5, but hopefully, we get another offensive blast or another offensive showing from our guys, man. They killed it last game, man. We need to play some defense. Play
Yes,
some
sir.
defense, fellas. Play some defense.
Zebo, what's going on, bro? What you gotta say?
Yo, Yo, bro, keep liking, man. Like, subscribe to the channel, bro, man. Keep supporting my guys, man. Shout out to Mike for coming through, man. We gotta link up to go ahead and watch another game, man. And yo, real quick too, just shout out to all the to all the content creators out there doing these events, bro. Like it's been cool. Like it's been cool just interacting with everybody out there. Like I know Triple M have he been enjoying it because everybody noticing him, but. Yeah, bro. I'm not an ego type nigga, so I'm not an ego type of person, bro. So I like to see everybody win in this type of space. So yeah, man. Shout out to the content creators doing all these events, bro. It's been cool seeing everybody saying what up. So yeah, man. If y'all see us, man, definitely keep showing love, bro. I mean, you already know, man. Triple M is loving it right now. So definitely keep showing love,
Look, I
man.
got the curls out, fellas. I got the curls out, man. I'm shaking my stuff. I'm on the beach right now.
He's on his
I'm on
beach vibes.
I'm on the beach vibes right now. But you already know the vibes, man. Like Zebo said, big shout out to Mike. Finally on the show. Not gonna be the last time because we had a lot of fun chopping it up with the Knicks. But I said this earlier in the show. Listen, it takes 16 wins to win a championship, and the Knicks got 5 of them already. We over 33% in the way, man. We 30 a little bit under 33%. I mean, so just gotta stack up these wins. I feel like the issues that the Knicks are having are correctable issues. The defense, not closing out on the 3 pointers, being over aggressive, the free throw shooting, missing 15 free throws. Can't do that. 3-point shooting. First game one when we lost. They missed 26 free throws. You're just not gonna win basketball games like that. You just can't win basketball games like that.
Three
So
pointers, three
that's why
pointers.
I feel like the issues are correctable. So I feel good. And like everybody said, we chilling right now because we believe in this squad. We seen this squad all year. And we're feeling good about the squad. So as we get up out of here, man, thank y'all for watching. And we out of here, man. Peace.